All right, Kathys, we are back for another episode of Group Chat, #1 podcast in the world. So I mentioned on Sunday that I had a flight. I was going to Dallas. I was literally there for like 14 hours. So I was in a part of Dallas called Frisco, Texas. It's like North Dallas, like 35 minutes away from visiting someone we work with. And he's Indian. I've never seen so many Indian restaurants, Indian grocery stores. I cannot believe Texas is allowing the takeover of it. It's literally, I'm talking South Indian restaurants the size of Costco. We're in Frisco, Texas. Like he lives across the street from 3 Indian restaurants.
So what's the industry? Because we know why Fremont and Saratoga and up north and near San Francisco.
It's entrepreneurs. Like it's people in the motel business. It's doctors. It's, restaurateurs. I don't think
it's tech.
No. I'm sure there are tech Indians, but I don't think tech is the reason why they someone settled in that community like 40 years ago. So it's grocery store called Patel Brothers. I've never seen it. Huge grocery store.
So 35 minutes away from like the W and the stadium.
Yeah. Well, the stadium's in Fort Worth.
No, the Maverick Stadium.
Oh yeah.
It's right next to the W.
Maybe a little less.
Because we went. The last time I've been in Dallas was Super Bowl, which is probably like 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe 12.
Yeah.
There were no Indians.
This is, I'm telling you, it was.
And we went to like the outskirts.
Yeah.
Remember with Josh?
This is, and by the way, it's all happened apparently in the last few years where this guy particularly lives. But I was blown away. Every fucking shopping center had an Indian restaurant, Indian grocery store, Indian something.
Did you eat Indian food?
No, we ended up at a steakhouse.
That's funny.
But I was.
But you're obviously the guy. Urine is in the commerce trade. The guy you met.
Yeah. He's in tech.
He's in tech.
Tech in retail tech.
Got it.
So, but his company's based in Chicago. He just lives in Texas. But unbelievable. Like just driving around, I was like, oh my God, this is the most insane thing.
Did you spend any time in downtown Dallas?
No, I literally just went to his house. Then we went to dinner and then I went to my hotel and left.
Dallas is a very wealthy city.
Yeah. You could feel that.
Because all the nightlife groups have opened there.
Yeah. There's obviously a lot of nice restaurants. Hotels, I stayed at like some like regional Hyatt, so it was like whatever. But yeah, definitely see that like, it was fascinating just seeing how many Indian, I was literally like, I can't believe there's an outrage.
Well, they kept them in Frisco.
Yeah. Don't come to Dallas.
I watch NBA. I don't see Indians at the Mavs games.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah, in the stands. Not in the great seats, the good seats.
Cowboy Stadium, there's no Indians.
Yeah, Indians are like basketball.
Yeah, Indians do love basketball.
All right, so that was my observation of Frisco, Texas. I'm like, if you're Indian and you're looking for like an enclave to settle, that's not Fremont, because it's probably a ripoff at this point to live in those areas. And you're like an Indian that can't assimilate, just go to Frisco, Texas.
It's good advice. I think you'll save a lot of money.
Yeah.
And with remote jobs,
yeah,
you could probably still keep your tech job.
Yeah, you could do tech, or if you just want to be you want to open an Indian restaurant, you should go to Texas. There's demand.
Yeah,
like
clearly.
I'm telling you, there was a restaurant that was 20,000 square feet, like huge.
I can't even name a 20,000 square foot restaurant.
It's Texas, so like everything is big. But
everything's big in Texas.
Big in Texas. Even the Indians are big.
One other anecdote. I was just on the phone with a close friend who they go to Europe every summer with their family, the kids.
Yep.
And he said prices have not come down. He said hotel prices are 40% higher than 2022. And he just looked this week.
But where is he looking? What cities?
He was looking in Switzerland.
Yeah, that's not
But 40% higher?
Yeah, but it's probably still down from the peak. It's definitely down. I'll tell you, I have to go to Europe in the next 2 months. And one's around a conference potentially, and the other is just to visit a bunch of vendors. And in the summer, the tickets are expensive. So last year, I got like some points, and I somehow ended up getting like a pretty good deal. But full price, business class seats to Paris or London. Paris is usually where I end up. Was $8,000 to $11,000.
That's a lot.
A lot.
This is what month?
What?
What month?
Some between June and August.
Because that was the conversation we were having, that July and August will never be cheap.
So I'm looking for June, and on Delta, nonstop, 5,200.
Right. So July and August is recession proof.
Yeah, because families.
Yeah, and you don't need that many families to fill up all these
and
hotels.
And I think what the airlines are doing now is they'd rather cut capacity than cut price.
Yeah, once you cut price, you're screwed.
And so I was actually on the flight last week when the CEO of Delta was on, a guy Ed Bastian, and he's seeing that leisure travel remains strong, like bookings. Business travel, he's seeing a softness a little, but mainly like they talked about like government contractors, that business travel's gone.
Yeah, it's done.
But he's seeing generally pretty strong bookings. But then I talked to our mom on Friday of last week, and she said she had not. Our mom's a travel agent, predominantly people that go to India. That's like their main ticket she books. And she said she had not sold a ticket in 2 weeks. But I think in her case, it's less reflective of the economy. It's more reflective of H-1B.
Yeah, they don't want to leave.
No, they're afraid to leave. Yeah. So I think, which is the smart move. Like, it could be a one-way ticket to El Salvador.
Yeah, I think that is definitely going to be a big impact, because, I even talked to our first cousins who all work for the Mag 7.
Yeah.
And they're terrified. Their H-1B visa.
Yeah.
Not green.
There's nothing that can happen retro.
No, but what they can do, and which has been reported, like there was a Stanford kid who was on a student visa.
Yeah.
He got 2 speeding tickets. They shipped his ass out.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is not like a one-off.
Yeah.
Like our cousin he's like, I'm terrified of getting a parking ticket.
Yeah.
I was like, sit your ass at home.
Yeah. Get a Waymo. Use a Waymo.
But the point is, for the littlest violation, and these are a parking ticket, speeding ticket, he said, similar to Frisco, Texas, their community is just all H-1B friends.
Yeah.
And they're all terrified because they think at any given time they can be deported.
So, yeah, look, I want to see how fast this guy was driving. He was driving 150 miles per hour.
Yeah,
reckless
but
endangerment.
Look, most young people do stupid shit. And if you do stupid shit and you get caught, your risk is you're leaving the country, not you're paying a fine.
Yeah.
Which is a different environment.
Yeah, of
and
course.
And Marco Rubio has made it very clear.
Yeah.
And Trump was smiling while he
said and I think they shouldn't travel. I agree.
They shouldn't travel, and they shouldn't do anything.
4 years.
3.5 now.
Yeah.
Almost.
3.5. Yeah. Yeah. It's the reality, right? Like, by the way, we know that there's a reason why you immigrated to America in the first place. It's still, despite that, the best option for everyone. So like, you go to these other countries and you break the law, it's far worse. In a Singapore, in a China,
it's true, but it's just dramatically changed since January 20th.
Yeah.
It didn't exist 2 months ago.
No, of course. Yeah. New regime. Right. So I believe they will relax the immigration things in like a year, but not right now. I think it's going.
Well, no, they're holding steadfast, and it's still.
Well, they're holding steadfast on everything right now.
Everything. They don't care.
They don't care. They've made up their mind. They're going to war with some of these topics. And it's happening to
green card holders too. If you're not a U.S. born natural citizen.
No, you don't have to be U.S. born. If you're naturalized, if you're a U.S. citizen, you're safe.
The boundary keeps getting pushed. This is the equivalent of like how everyone.
Well, guess what? Then don't break the fucking law. That's the rule of the day.
I mean, yeah, we're turning into the other types of countries.
Yeah, I mean but that's where the rest of the world is.
We're not talking about a violent crime.
Yeah,
we're talking about nonviolent.
Okay,
violation.
But that's one instance of that person.
No, there's like 50.
Okay, out of the millions of people
that are being reported.
Yeah,
The Guardian reported it.
Yeah, I'm just saying that like those people will all have lawyers, and their cases will be reviewed at the court of law. If it is deemed fair, they'll be.
Yeah, we're just moving towards a third world country. That's all.
Yeah, I mean that's what we voted for.
Americans have spoken.
Yeah, Americans vote. His approval rating is still the same. Even CNN even reported they could not believe that his approval rating has not moved in 2 weeks.
It's a good spin doctor.
Yeah, but I think the point is that there is a portion of the country that wanted this.
No, there definitely is, clearly.
Yeah. So I think that the way and the interesting thing is that the Democrats are still completely not taking advantage of it.
They have leadership. That's the problem.
The problem, AOC and Bernie is the ticket. They are rallying like they are running for president. They are 100% the ticket.
Bernie's got to be in his 80s now.
Yeah, maybe he'll be VP. He'll be president.
He was at Coachella.
They had a 40,000 person rally in LA.
Yeah.
They are, if you saw the polls, Harris is 1, AOC is 2.
Yeah, we need new blood.
If you know that if she's the candidate, it's a wrap.
Yeah, it's just, I don't even think it matters who the Republicans run.
If she, yeah, that's my point. She's too polarizing. She has to come to the middle.
Stephen A. Smith
is the only shot for the Democrats.
On First Take, he's doing the Clinton.
Yeah.
The thumb.
But that's how pathetic.
I mean, Trump's a reality star. So
I know, but like
that's where we are as a country.
So you better get a big reality star.
Stephen A. is pretty big. He's on every day.
He's too polarizing. He doesn't even like LeBron. We can't even support. I can't support him. LeBron will not support him running for president. If you're the Democratic candidate and you do not have LeBron support,
LeBron supported Hillary and she lost Ohio.
Everyone supported Hillary and everyone lost it. I'm not voting for Stephen A. Smith. No fucking chance.
He's the only one, I think, sadly.
You're the Democratic strategist and you're like, let's get Stephen A. Smith. That's your only hope.
I like Dean Phillips, the Belvedere guy.
But he was great, but he's too smart for the Democrats.
Yeah.
Democrats want...
But you also, the real lesson is Trump can go spar verbally with anyone.
Yeah.
And make them look like shit.
Yeah. So you need
Stephen A. Smith can do it.
Yeah. I agree. Pat McAfee
can do it.
This is hilarious. Those are the leading options for president of the United States.
Pat won't do it. Why? I think he likes his life. And he's, Stephen A. has also made a fortune and just signed a $100 million contract. So he can clear another 60 before he runs.
That would be so funny if Stephen A. Smith is the leading Democrat.
He's not turning it down, by the way.
Oh, why should he? It's good content.
And it just makes him more famous.
We're talking about him. We're talking about Stephen A. Smith is potentially the leading candidate.
He said elected officials, governors have reached out for him to run. He said that on his own podcast.
By the way, I like that he's just going straight for presidency too, like Trump. Just go for it.
What else is there? If you're not funny and you can't just have the gift of gab, you have no shot.
Not in this era.
No. It doesn't even matter if you're smart or not. I think Stephen A. Smith's very smart. You can't talk on the air for hours on hours on hours without being very smart.
Then the Democrats should be looking at a comedian.
Andrew Schultz.
Because I think Andrew Schultz would be
He's very smart.
Yeah. And I think he's moderate and he's pretty liberal on a lot of social issues.
Yeah. Comedian's good because all comedians that are at his level are very smart.
So Stephen A. Smith and Andrew Schultz against Shady Vance. That's what we're looking at.
I mean, JD Vance can't even hold the college football trophy. That was a big L.
Yeah, that was a big L. At least he made fun of himself.
A lot of people, even Republicans, were like, "Come on."
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, I was embarrassed.
Hey, did he
for my
break it
people.
or it was two pieces?
It was. I mean, he clowned himself on Twitter too. But yeah, I think like Andrew Schultz and Stephen A. Smith. That's what you got.
That's a ticket.
That's your ticket. You better tell our cousins never to leave their house. If that's your ticket, every immigrant should just stay inside because they're going to lose by a long shot. Oh my God, that's hilarious. All right, moving on to the news of the day. Tariffs. The one good news that has come out of tariffs so far is the de minimis shipping.
Explain what it is.
So basically, the loophole for the last however long e-commerce has been around was that you can ship, in this case, directly from China, any goods under $800 and pay no duties and no taxes. And what happened was Hong Kong Post and China Post helped subsidize the freight cost. So this is what gave birth to Shein, gave birth to Temu, because it was a huge workaround to paying duties on goods in America. So, and then what happened was Walmart started doing it. Amazon started doing it. Fuck it. Let's just have, and we've talked about this, 50% of Amazon third-party sellers are based in China.
Mm-hmm.
They're shipping directly to the US consumer and avoiding paying duties. This was the biggest loophole of the last 10 years in retail. So that hurt a lot of American business.
So American companies are benefiting from it as well.
Yes, Amazon.
And
Amazon was
Walmart,
benefiting.
Walmart.com too.
Yeah. But their .com is not like Amazon's.
Yeah.
Like Walmart's business is in the store still. So they didn't get the benefit that Amazon was the biggest beneficiary of this.
Yep.
And it was interesting because I remember talking once to Rich at Fashion Nova, who is a very large e-commerce business based out of LA. And I asked him, I was like, why don't you lobby against this? Like, this is your business. You're doing billions of dollars. Why don't you do this? He's like, you know whom I'm lobbying against? I go, who? He goes, Amazon.
Yeah, you can't.
He's like, I wasn't lobbying against Shein. I wasn't lobbying against Temu. It was Amazon that was benefiting the most from it. But what happened was so many American businesses got crushed because it was cheaper to buy from these sites.
Yeah, like Forever 21 went bankrupt.
Yeah, so many companies suffered, right? And what happened was in this new tariff chaos, they just taxed the shit out of it. I think it's like in some cases $75 a shipment.
Yeah, like Temu in the App Store has fallen off a cliff. It used to be
has cut all their Google spend.
Yeah.
I had heard the last 2 years, the number one spender on Facebook and Google was fucking Temu.
Hmm.
Like someone said that Facebook, their spend was like $4 or $5 billion.
Yeah.
And so that's gone, which has a secondary impact on Facebook and Google. Revenue is missed. I've heard that advertising, the rumors, just in little chats I'm in, that costs per 1,000 impressions on Facebook and Google have plummeted because Temu stopped advertising.
Oh, so if you're a D2C company, you might have an opportunity.
Yeah, depending on who you're targeting, you may have an opportunity to scale your business right now. So that's an interesting thing. That's just anecdotal. I haven't seen it myself, but I have heard rumors that ad costs have plummeted in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But in this, you see the impact. Like, I don't know if there's any justification to allow Temu and Shein to continue to do what they do, drop shipping from China to America without duties. As long as they pay duties, I think the business model is great. I don't think it should be fair to an American retailer to have to pay duties on the goods and everyone else gets to escape it. But I also don't think you need to overtax them. Like right now, they're going to punish them to the ground.
Yeah.
But I think it should be 20, whatever the duty is. If it's 50%, 100%, it should be fair for everyone.
So when does it go into effect?
May 2nd.
Okay, so they have 2 weeks. So they already cut their spend.
Who?
Temu.
Oh, they're done. They know. And Shein sent out an email today saying our prices will go up as of April 29th. Because those goods will get shipped after the law changes. So look, I think the problem is that like more than likely the other issue is like how it's going to be collected. Because I think the big issue is like if you think about how many packages are coming directly from China to America, you need a system to collect the duties.
Yep.
Right? Because historically, the way duties were done was either the brand, the seller, like if we ship to Europe, you could subsidize the duties for the customer. Or you could pass along the savings where you're charging the 30% to land the goods in Europe to the European customer and they pay the duties up front. Or you get a package and DHL says, you owe money. You owe me $30 to get these goods.
What this creates is a black market and how to get these goods out. They can't do it at the scale they're doing right now.
Well, definitely for Shein and Temu, I don't think they can participate. Smaller brands can participate.
Yeah, like if you're just willing to do 10, 20 million in revenue.
Yeah, bounce it to Vietnam and ship it. But
and that's what I'm most curious about because I think Vietnam was cutting a deal or about to cut a deal.
Vietnam's going to cut a deal.
Yeah.
They already said.
Because the shoes, right?
Yeah.
And how do you police that? Because right now, like we know just from being t-shirt manufacturers for years, people in Mexico would get goods from blanks from China.
Yeah.
And then
relabel
them and then get them into US under NAFTA.
Yeah. So I think that's always been happening.
It always has been happening.
I do think making it an even playing field for like, I think Shein and Temu are going to exist and they're still going to be great businesses and they're going to be fine. But just pay the duty and if you have to pass it along to the consumer, so be it. Let the consumer decide if paying $2-3 extra. My gut tells me that it doesn't impact the consumer as badly as we think. I think once the dust settles on tariffs, it'll be fine. Like the goods are going to go up in price. There's no doubt. But at least then an American retailer can compete with them. Because you can't, if you look at the prices on Temu, you can't compete.
Yeah, it's like $4 for a pair of jeans.
Anything.
Yeah.
$4 for anything.
And it's buy now, pay later. It's your $1 a week.
I saw last year, I think I talked about it on the podcast. Last summer.
You could panhandle on the corner of any street and get $1.
Yes. You can get way more. I'm handing out dollars all the time. I think if it's executed correctly, it levels the playing field for American brands. There are also a lot of D2C businesses that started testing this. Hey, fuck it. Like Keens ships directly from factories all over the world. So maybe they don't ship from China. Maybe they ship from Portugal or Italy or whatever it is. But I do think like that loophole had to be closed. It was just unfair.
Yeah, no, I agree. We've been saying this for years. There's no question.
Yeah.
I do think the uncertainty, I mean, Powell said it today. He had a press conference and he's just like, we have no idea where tariffs are going to land because no one understands what the administration is going to do.
Yeah.
And within the administration, no one even understands. It's just whatever Trump thinks on a given day. And he said it's going to be inflationary no matter what. So the supply chain in cars is going to be disrupted for years.
Yeah.
I think
hold on to your car.
You can look at the markets. They responded pretty violently.
Well, what's interesting is it's also, he also said, we don't have to do anything. Economy is still strong. So that I think is what spooked everyone, where he's like, everyone's expecting them to cut rates. And it seems as though, and he can't hint that he would, because markets would have gone.
The betting markets are baking in rate cuts.
A June cut.
Even potentially May.
Yeah, I just don't, there's not enough economic data yet, right? Like you need.
It's the bond market, which will lead whether the Fed, and the 10-year actually went down, which is not good for anyone rooting for rate cuts.
I know, that's the problem, is that in his perspective, he's like, I don't need to give you a rate cut.
And he also kind of stood up to the president, which I'm
Well, he has been. He's always been.
And he said, I'm not going to be influenced by politicians. This is an independent.
What does he have? 10 months left? A year left? I think he has a year left. Because Besant has said we're interviewing people right now. We have a short list. Whoever that guy's going to be, day one.
Oh, yeah.
Cutting prices.
Until 2026, unless he resigns or is replaced before that time.
Which I don't think they said they're not replacing him. Even Besant said they're not. They're going to let him do his term. But what is 2026 when?
It just says typically his current term would typically run until 2026.
Okay. All right. So let's assume halfway through 26. He's got a year.
I don't think he lasts the year.
I think he'll last a year.
Like the rest of this year?
Yeah. I don't think he's going to quit.
He's not going to quit.
But I don't think Trump, unless they just refuses, he has to lower interest rates. Because, he also said the debt is unsustainable. That tells me that he knows they need to refi the debt. So I got to throw these fuckers a bone.
Yeah.
That to me is the only other sign that you got to make a move.
Right. Yeah. The markets are spooked again.
Yeah.
But it'll bounce. I think we're just going to trade sideways.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
Yeah.
The obviously the highest performing asset year to date is gold.
Yeah.
30%. What financial advisor in January would have told their clients buy gold? Because the S&P is down.
Yeah.
I saw in Google's down 20%, Apple's down 20%, Nvidia's down much more than that.
Yeah.
And just say like, hey, you guys should just buy gold.
Yeah. Because I think everyone thought interest rate cuts were coming. Trump's
Gilded Age.
Yeah. And he went the other way.
I talked to our mutual friend who's a senior banker in consumer and healthcare. And I asked him like, what's M&A like? He goes, very tough. Because nothing's getting done.
Yeah. Although Figma filed.
And
I think if you're a hot company, I mean, OpenAI bought a company today. I've never even heard of this company, Windsurf, for $3 billion.
Yeah, I think you're AI and you have actual moats, you're insulated from all the noise.
Yeah.
But I do think general uncertainty cripples markets in terms of financings, fundraising, IPOs, M&A, and Figma is going to be a great test. So they had they had an
acquisition offer from Adobe,
which they signed.
Yeah,
and
then it got killed,
and that was $20 billion.
Yeah,
so that's going to be the benchmark. Do they exceed $20 billion in the IPO markets?
Yeah.
Because CoreWeave, I know we know nothing about CoreWeave.
CoreWeave's holding its own. It's still at IPO price.
Just under IPO.
Yeah. It's at $40 still, which is unbelievable. That's being propped up.
Yeah, that's being propped up. And Figma
will be propped up. It's important that does well.
Well, it's important for tech IPOs.
Yeah. So prop it up.
Because everyone that I know of my close friends that are in tech, at least, they said the environment is pretty tough getting any financings done. Because tech is a risk-on asset.
Yeah. That for sure is like,
and people don't like uncertainty. That's the issue. We have no idea what he's going to do next.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of uncertainty, I think the when you think about like what you assume is going to continue to do well no matter what is the luxury market, and it's LVMH being the leader in this space. I think it's always very interesting to see what they report.
Mm-hmm.
And across the board they reported a lot of softness, not just in China, but China is very soft in the luxury market.
Yeah.
And I think the Chinese customers looking for more discount, and I see it in my business where we have a lot of interest from Chinese customers on off-price goods, which did not exist the last couple of years. And so that tells you where their customers, their customers looking for a deal. LVMH carrying these people do not discount, refuse to discount.
Right.
That's Hermes. You just do not see discounted goods. So it's not in their business model. So they always hold price. And what's interesting is like you saw softness in Asia, across the board in Asia. You're finally seeing softness in North America, but nowhere near what Asia is. Like that is where they're getting hurt the most. And I would assume, given the last month, there's no way Chinese people are spending money. Like the luxury market.
Yeah, because think about a factory owner, your business is going to fall off a cliff.
Yeah, literally.
And I think a lot of the wealth that was created in China was clearly manufacturing. And now your demand from America is got to be down, what, 30%, 40%?
Yeah.
So
I know what's interesting is I saw this talk track that Chinese factories can make up the business elsewhere. You can't.
You can't.
That's a joke.
The American consumer is king.
Too big and fat.
80% of our GDP is consumption.
I mean, especially if no one's going to travel now. Because the thing...
Well, that's the contrast. Like LVMH being down because they're such a massive company.
Yeah.
It makes sense because at scale, you need millions of people to buy your goods.
Yeah.
Switzerland, you need 5,000 families. Maybe not even that. Or Paris or...
Well, Paris is a big city too.
No, but if you have 100 to 200,000 families that can always afford to go to these cities during July and August, then you're fine.
Yeah, that's fine. But the interesting thing about LVMH, Brunello Cucinelli up double digits in Q1.
What's the reason?
I think it's just I don't know if you ever go into their stores.
Which stores?
Cucinelli?
No, never been.
Like both Brunello Cucinelli right now and Loro Piana, the product is just on fire.
So it's full collection?
Full collection. It's beautiful. I mean, it's like, it is quiet luxury to a T. And I would say that if you're extremely wealthy right now, quiet luxury is the route to go. You do not want to be showing off wealth right now.
Right.
So, I was at a sample sale in New York, someone that we work with. And I walked into their sample sale. In the back, he's like, I got a rack at Cucinelli. 75 off if you want to buy anything. I was like, 75 off? 75 off a $12,000 jacket.
Mm.
So it's like still way out of reality price range to buy anything. But I think it tells you that like the ultra rich, like there's rich people and there's ultra rich people. And ultra rich wear Cucinelli and Loro Piana.
Yeah, I think the ultra rich are undefeated.
But that's a very small group of people.
Yeah, because think about it, like ultra rich, if you're a super successful fund manager, investor, athlete, it doesn't take that many people. That's my point of the hotels, July and August.
The nice hotels, yes.
Like Hermes, I'm sure, is not hit a crack.
Dude, they report, so we'll see. They're publicly traded.
I thought I saw something on Twitter. I'm just going to search them real quick. Anyways, like when you're that expensive, it doesn't take many people. Like every athlete can still afford it. Every, A-list celebrity can still afford it.
Yeah. I think the issue is you got
NBA guys making $80 million a year.
They ain't wearing Brunello. Let me tell you.
What are they wearing?
You think an NBA player is wearing Brunello Cucinelli? I think absolutely not. The only
Hermes now has the same market cap of LVMH.
Wow. They got one bag. The whole business
on
is
1/5 of the sales. So they're both worth $270 billion. And
LVMH is priced incredibly cheap right now.
And as of revenue in 24, Hermes was $17 billion. LVMH was $90 billion.
Hermes is very profitable, right? Like something like $5 billion of EBITDA or something crazy.
People like their Hermes stock.
Yeah, I think LVMH is really priced cheap. Then,
I mean, no one can afford a $270 billion company, Hermes.
Yeah, you can't buy either of the companies.
No, obviously LVMH you can't either. But
yeah, no one can buy. But I'm just saying that LVMH, considering the diversified nature of their business, seems like a much safer play than. Hermes got a bag. The whole business is one bag.
Their multiples
Yeah.
reflect the demand of the bag.
Yeah. It's insane that they have an entire business based off one
What's it
style
called?
bag. Birkin.
Yeah, the Birkin bag. It's snake skin. What is
No,
it?
they have every skin. Human skin, snake skin, sheep skin, whatever the fuck you want. They got everything.
Do you think there's a black market for Hermes?
It's impossible to get. There's people reselling.
Because there's black market for all the other goods.
Yeah.
Like
not,
other
not
luxury.
black, you mean gray.
Gray, sorry.
No. They don't wholesale.
Can you buy an Hermes bag in Russia?
I'm sure at a resale shop. Like
Someone
their
just
version
fly
of
it
the
in.
real.
Put a suitcase full of Hermes bags and fly to Moscow?
Yeah, it's kind of like what people they want to do with the watches, the plan from Switzerland. Just wear it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people going and buying watches because the currency and the pricing is so much cheaper. You go there, wear the watch on your wrist, wear two on your wrist, and fucking come back home.
Or
Got
put in
you.
your
And then
carry-on
resell
bag.
it.
Yeah.
And people resell it here. Like you could sell it as brand new, put it back in the box, and you make that arb just by flying.
Yeah, that's probably the new hustle.
Yeah, but it's unbelievable to see that, luxury is one of those things you rarely ever see. And in the chat, I think if you live in Southern California, Instagram, I mean, maybe because of how old we are, but I'm getting a Rosewood discount ad every day.
I am too. But then I went and looked at the pricing. The cheapest room where you're not on the ocean is
Yeah.
$1,400.
Yeah, but
What was the high? 25?
Yeah.
Because even Ojai Valley Inn, I just looked. And I looked during the week just
Yeah.
to see. Because weekends obviously are
Yeah,
always
yeah, yeah.
busy. Still like $1,200, $1,300.
so we were just there.
Ojai?
Yeah, a month ago, 2 months ago. I think we paid half that. $600, I think.
Got it. Yeah, I just looked at random. I just wanted to see. And
Yeah.
it was like a random Tuesday to Thursday.
Yeah.
Because it's not busy.
I don't think the prices have got cut yet. They're going to get cut. They're about to. Someone is going to stop spending money at some point.
You would think, especially the local markets, because a lot of that bookings at like a Rosewood or Ojai
Last minute.
they do it like a week before.
Yeah.
They're like, oh,
No,
wow, we have
The weather's nice.
weather's nice.
We're
Kids don't
rich.
have a
Let's
camp.
go. Yeah.
They don't have a camp.
Yeah.
School,
Yeah.
whatever. It's a
Yeah.
holiday.
I'm really curious about this summer vacation plans.
Well,
This
I know you mentioned it on one of the pods. Is spring break right now for your school?
No, it was last week.
What was the chatter? Were people doing Aspen and Cabo and
Everyone was everywhere. Well, those are booked pre tariffs. We were basically the only people at home.
yeah.
Yeah, spring break, it seemed like everyone was still traveling and enjoying. Summer will be my real test to see if people have things planned.
Because people are planning right now.
But I'll give you an example. We had nothing planned. And, in true, boomer fashion, our in-laws are taking us to Hawaii. Grandma and grandpa.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
So we got a free trip
When are you guys going?
in August. See?
Peak. I saw a stat that over 50% of Gen Z are still on their parents' payroll stipend.
I mean, I know it was millennials. I don't even think it was Gen Z. I think it was millennials. So, I mean,
it is unaffordable if you're 22. living in a big city.
I think there's always the memes of boomers who got, worked one job, bought a house, and they have if you bought a house in the 80s and you lived in that home the entire time and you modestly invested in your 401k, you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
Like that.
If you're a working professional from the 80s, you're definitely a millionaire.
Yeah. Like they all are millionaires.
Yeah, 70 trillion is getting sent to these boneheads that are at Coachella.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm not too worried about the economy.
I wouldn't be either because it's an aging population that is worth a fortune.
The problem is it's an aging population that's going to live very long.
Yeah.
Like, I think life
Yeah, I
expectancy.
mean, look, the only reason life expectancy went down in America is the opioid crisis.
Yeah, but those people aren't.
They're not on opioids.
Yeah, they're gonna live.
They're green juice in it.
They're green juice and live to 125. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's a pretty fascinating experiment. Like, you know, there's like a kind of a tug here happening.
And the other thing is, we're getting into summer soon, which is crazy. That's like concert season.
Yeah.
The tier 1 artists will all be fine.
Yeah.
It's like whether the tier 2 and tier 3 cease off.
Yeah. I mean, when I go look at concert prices, because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'd like to see this. I'm blown away at the prices.
Like
But
how expensive they are.
to go
But you're
to-
only looking at tier 1 artists, right?
Yeah, but like, yeah, sure, fine. It's because it's either at Crypto
SoFi.
or it's at Madison Square Garden. Like, I'm in New York all the time, and sometimes like, oh, I have nothing to do tonight. I wonder if I can get a ticket to something. And I'll look at like some bullshit artist, be $500.
That's a lot.
Even like we took our kids to the Dodger game. It was so expensive.
Didn't you say you were under face?
I got under face for the yeah, I did, but it was still expensive. I told you it was $190 face, and I sat in the second deck.
Yeah.
$190 face is crazy. And then, you know, food.
Yeah,
Parking.
you're out $1,000.
Yeah, probably. That's insane. $1,000 for a Dodger game?
Because parking's gonna be $30.
No, it's way more. Parking's like $40, $50 now.
Yeah, I know.
I prepaid parking and I think it was $40.
You're easily at $1,000 for a family of 4.
Yeah.
Popcorn, cotton candy, whatever.
Everything's so expensive. Yeah. I'm curious to see. So like now when I go to restaurants, they make it a point to tell you more so than ever that it's happy hour. Like I remember I felt like happy hour had gone away. And now I feel like, hey guys, just want to let everyone know you got 30 more minutes in, drink up. Because they see, I'm sure the bill declines dramatically after happy hour, like what people order.
Yep.
And people are priced. Like when you look at a menu today,
Oh, it's ridiculous.
the dish is like $30 for pasta.
Yeah, that's a opening price at any nice LA restaurant.
Yeah.
$30.
Yeah.
And if you get anything of any fanciness, 50.
God forbid you want a little truffle. 75.
More, right? Isn't
Yeah.
truffle more?
Oh yeah. It depends.
If it's the fake truffle or
Yeah,
the real
it was just truffle oil. But yeah, it's interesting. Well, I don't expect prices to drop anywhere anytime soon. The only thing I will say is I travel a lot, so my barometer is if that LA New York flight drops, and it has dropped.
So at the airport, it's totally chaos typically with families.
Yeah.
Did you see families yesterday when you were there?
No.
It was all business travel.
Yeah.
Do you think the conference circuit, that's the biggest excess?
That no,
That's the last
people hold
thing.
on to that till the end. Like it has to be 2008 before the conferences die.
Because there's a conference every week in Vegas and Orlando.
Vegas, New York, Miami, Orlando, everywhere. Anaheim. There's so many. Our team. Everyone's like, oh, there's an Amazon show in Miami. There's an Amazon show
Yeah,
in
return
Utah.
show. I didn't
What?
even heard of this until last week.
Yeah, there's
or 2 weeks ago.
so many shows. And people are packed. These shows are packed. Every show is packed still. And then you go to the show. So I go to a lot of the shows. How's business? Terrible. I'm like, don't you think you should have wasted time coming to the show? The show costs you $5 G's.
Yeah, no one wants to miss that Vegas weekday trip.
When that softens, that's when you know. Time to it's like, you know,
But I bet room rates aren't expensive.
no, Vegas room rates are cheap.
Yeah.
Very cheap. Very cheap.
That's how they're getting the corporate
Yeah.
budget. Like,
Like,
hey,
$200 bucks. Can I go?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? I mean, even in New York, I haven't had an expensive. I mean, a year ago, I stay at like the Moxie, which is like a Marriott, I think, hotel, but it's basically like their Gen Z hotel that they have. And I stay at the Moxie, Lower East Side. That's where I've been staying the last 6 months. On average, I pay $250, which is cheap.
Very cheap for
Very
New York.
cheap. Like last week, it was like busy and it was like $320. That says like the most I've ever paid at that hotel is like $350. But I mean, it is a box. Like I can't even open my suitcase flat. Like I have to put it on the bed.
So I saw you posted, you went to Tamarin, which is a very high-end Indian restaurant in New York City. Busy, not busy? It's expensive.
It's expensive.
It was busy.
Luckily, one of my investors paid for the meal. But it was
so the super high-end.
But it was busy. I mean, New York is the hot spots in New York are always busy. They're always Bulls, Bears, they're trading all day. And the thing is, but you could get a table.
Now you get the gold investors. That's your new.
Oh yeah, that gold
catalyst.
money is coming to the club for the first time. It's a fascinating thing. All right, the next bit of news that came, which was really interesting, number of new podcasts is falling sharply.
See that.
So what's interesting is we saw this rise of podcasts happen during COVID.
Yep.
Well, I think you generally saw this rise of the creator economy and millions and millions of new creators happened. And now I think like it's come to fruition that it's like, it's very hard to make money doing podcasts. So you got to do it for a very long time for the love of the game. And then if you hit it, you can make a fuckload of money. Cause like, I know, I'm sure you've heard that Kara Swisher and Scott Galloway, how much money they're making. They're making millions of dollars a year. And like, I don't even know anyone who listens to them.
People do.
But I'm just saying, but like if All In monetized, they would be making $10 million a year.
They technically have. Sachs is in the White House.
Yeah.
J. Cal's on a speaking circuit.
Yeah.
Making a fortune.
I'm saying is like if they turned on the full on Joe Rogan sponsorship fucking.
Yeah, they have the viewership.
The audience. Yeah. I mean, even it was really interesting. I think I saw Chamath arguing with Jon Favreau.
Yeah, on Twitter.
On social media. And, Jon Favreau is extremely well-known podcaster, one percenter in the podcast world.
Yeah, he's top 5 every time they release a pod.
He has 500,000 followers on Twitter. Chamath has 1.8 million.
Chamath's been famous for a while, though.
No, famous?
He's been on the CNBC circuit forever.
I know, but like
during GameStop, he probably added 1 million followers.
During the pod, right? But I'm just saying, like Jon Favreau's been podcasting for a decade.
Mm-hmm.
These guys just got started during COVID.
16, yeah, 9 years, yeah.
Right. So it's like, but I was just shocked that Chamath has that much bigger of a reach than Jon Favreau.
But so regardless of your opinion on Chamath, I'm very confident he's the reason All In. He had 1 million followers before going into the pod.
He was a well-known person.
Yeah. If Drama actually posted our podcast, we probably have a lot more.
Yeah, Drama has a lot of following. But the number of new podcasts has just plummeted in 2020.
Well, it's if you're doing it for the sole sake of making money, it's very tough because if you're not in that upper echelon, it just doesn't make sense. And a lot of people don't even want to do more than like 10 podcasts.
Yeah.
And they see their viewership and they're like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
And it's also a testament to people who last. Like, what were we in year 9?
Yeah, probably year 8, I think.
But you have to do it for over we have a real following, especially on social between the Reels and TikTok, but it's only because we do it regularly. And it's a consistent way of like, whether you agree with us or not, you're at least going to get the clip. And I actually thought it was interesting. Joe Rogan was saying, Kill Tony, which now is on Netflix.
Yeah. And
Tony's like as big as it gets at this point in the comedian world. He said it took him 10 years to get an audience.
Yeah.
He's like, they were literally playing like 10-person shows.
Yeah.
For years.
Yeah.
But they just stuck with it, worked their ass off, and now they have a Netflix show.
Yeah. No, of course. And I think but that's a person that wanted to pursue a career in entertainment. He did it because that's what he wanted to do with his life. And comedians are the biggest grinders, right? It's the hardest profession.
Yeah, that like Nikki Glaser, who catapulted after the Tom Brady roast.
Yeah.
She's like, I've been funny for 20 years.
Yeah.
Now everyone wants me because she got her break.
Yeah.
And now she hosted
Golden Globes. Yeah.
And she's like, I never would have gotten it if it weren't for that one Tom Brady roast.
Yeah. But that's my point, is that I think this podcast or content game, it's you got to put in the time. And most people give up because they don't get traction right away.
Yeah, I think a lot of the TikTokers in 2020 that all blew up, very few that are still relevant.
Yeah, of course. All right, let's move on. Winners, losers, content. Who's your winner of the week?
Winner of the week is the NBA.
What
Playoffs
happened?
are starting.
Okay.
Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler had legendary games last night.
Yep.
Lakers, they got all the stars.
Yeah.
You got Steph, you got Draymond, you got LeBron, Luka. All the stars are playing. It's going to be super competitive. No one knows who's going to win in any matchup.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be compelling TV. I think ratings will finally be up because you have the stars.
Well, I think Luka on the Lakers is going to bring everyone to watch. I mean,
and
everyone,
he's playing Ant-Man.
By the way, very few people talk to me about Lakers just in business, but since Luka came, I'll start a call or a meeting and be like, oh yeah, Luka, I've been watching the games. They look good. Like everyone's pretty excited about it. And I think he's also a beloved figure that like no one even hates him.
And
People
he's in LA.
like yeah.
I mean, he went back to Dallas last week and they all cheered Luka.
Yeah. No one has any animosity toward him.
I've heard some of the NBA guys say like he has a chance to be like Kobe level in LA.
Yeah.
If he plays the next 15 years. Here.
Yeah. I mean, he's insane. All right. My winner is football. Draft is coming up. It's insane. Like I was watching ESPN on the plane just now. They're just talking about draft picks.
Yeah.
They're just talking about Shador. They're talking about Cam Moore.
Shador's the most, he's ratings.
Yeah.
Doesn't even matter where he goes.
Yeah.
He's ratings.
He's ratings. And it's just,
Travis Hunter's ratings.
Yeah, these guys are they're retiring their jerseys after going 13-12.
Yeah.
It's just obscene in itself.
I think a lot of people, all the old guard are like, I can't believe this. It's marketing.
Yeah.
Like we're in the NIL world.
Yeah.
If you don't market your school.
Yeah. And by the way, it's showing gratitude to the players.
Yeah.
You guys changed our school. Deion Sanders is our coach. You guys made us a national fucking icon.
Yeah, they're a spectacle.
Yeah. And so now they brought so much money to the school. Yeah, retire their jerseys. It's good.
I think it's great.
Yeah, I agree. Loser of the week.
Loser of the week, RFK thinks he solved autism.
I don't know if he said he solved it.
He thinks he found the cause of it. And I'm in this world more than 99% of the people.
Let me ask you a question. I understand your take on that. Don't you think it's good that he's looking into it at least, as opposed to not he's shedding a light on it?
So
at least?
I think shedding a light, fine.
Yeah.
The cases have risen, but the real thing that people don't understand when they just see these headline statistics, if you're nonverbal at 2, which many kids who develop completely normally are, you can get an autistic diagnosis. So the goalpost has changed.
Yeah.
So the cases have risen because the goalpost has changed.
I agree with that. I agree. I was more of
Do you know how many kids, families we know that have 2-year-olds that didn't talk and they're totally fine?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the cool thing about it is he's bringing attention to the cause that's going to make people pay attention to
let's see what his recommendation is. Because it's not vaccines. Sorry.
Well, yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying that like I think anytime a cause is brought national attention and national federal dollars, it's a good sign. That's my hope is that money gets.
It's he fired 3,500 people in the FDA last week.
Yeah, he's cleaning house. I mean, everyone's firing everyone. The whole fucking government's getting gutted.
Yeah, you got to imagine DC real estate has fallen off a cliff.
It has. I check this condo I've been tracking. It got listed for.
But you said the Ritz was still $1,400 a night, which isn't cheap.
I mean, everyone's still coming to DC. That's different. You still have to go and think about it. Every CEO is there
every week.
So where are they staying? They're staying at the Ritz. So, or the Trump or whatever it is, whatever it's called now. And I think people will continue to show up, but there's a ton leaving.
Everyone says, I've heard this so many times. I've never been to DC as an adult. We went as kids with our family.
Probably 5-6 years.
They all say that Ritz bar is where all the deal making happens.
I'm sure.
It's like kind of in New York. They used to, I don't know if it still is the spot. The Four Seasons, like lobby
downtown
is where everything was going down. I'd love to just go for
It's probably
2-3
McDonald's
nights.
now with Trump. Yeah, I'm curious to see. I mean, you have friends that are down there. Ask them where they're hanging out.
When they go?
Yeah.
I'm sure the Ritz.
Yeah.
Is that the nicest place there? There's a Four Seasons.
I'm sure you have to stay at the Trump if you're going to go meet the guy.
Probably give you a better chance of meeting him.
Where are you staying? I'm sure he asks.
Oh, he asks.
When Cinder comes, where are you staying, Cinder? All right, great. My loser is China. They came out today and said, we will come to the negotiation if Trump shows respect. This is the wrong fucking guy to play that game with. He will purposely be disrespectful now.
Yeah, he'll be more disrespectful.
Yes, I think.
Well, he's just waiting him out.
Yeah.
Do you think China can wait out 3.5 years of terrible economy?
No, it'll be civil unrest. Civil unrest.
Because that's what he's banking on.
Yeah.
He's emperor for life.
Yeah.
So he thinks he doesn't give a fuck.
The China caving take is basically Xi can have some unrest and some unsettledness, but like it is still, they could be a coup.
There could be.
Like someone could be like, fuck this. Why are we all losing money? Just sign a goddamn deal and move on.
Are you still going in the belly of the beast?
I'm there in May.
This is what you need to do.
I will not be recording anything.
Don't record anything. Just have the casual conversations with
I will.
the lobby at the hotel.
Yeah.
Because you're going to stay at a nice hotel.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. I'm going to maybe wear
Talk
like,
to the waiter.
Yeah.
Talk to the
I'm
Uber
going to chat everyone
driver.
up. I'm at a conference too. It's like a global conference. So like there'll be people.
What's the conference for?
It's basically one of our investors puts on a summit for Chinese companies, Chinese and American companies that work together.
It might be empty.
Yeah, I might be the only one. But I'm curious to see the
You got to chat everyone.
I'm going to chat everyone up.
and just
done.
write notes.
Because by the way,
you can't record it.
Yeah,
I understand.
I'm not writing notes either. They're tracking everything over there.
Yeah, you might.
I'm here by the gracious host, Xi Jinping.
Yeah, I'm really curious. Talk to the restaurants.
Yes.
Everyone.
Yeah. I will chat everyone. I know, conversationalist you are.
I talk to everyone everywhere.
Yeah, I'll talk to the waiters. Usually tell you the pulse. All right, content.
One of my best friends, Neil Mehta, was on Invest Like the Best. They already did a long piece on him in the Colossus collection, which was long form written content. He also went on Patrick O'Shaughnessy's podcast to talk about Green Oaks.
Yep.
He's just obviously insanely impressive person and how much success he's had. And I thought he was able to explain, because he doesn't do much press.
Yeah.
And
it seems like he does zero.
He's just like, every few years I'll do something.
Yeah.
Just to make sure the name's out there. Right.
Yeah.
And then he'll disappear.
Yeah.
But it's fun to see both the written form and the podcast, because I saw it from the start.
Yeah.
And it's cool to just
it was
relive
really,
the stories that he would
the
tell me.
stories are good and they're fun, and it was really well done. And I actually, if you go on Spotify, you can watch it. And
Got it.
It was actually shot
yeah.
beautifully. So it was a really good listen. All right. That's all we got.
What's your content?
My content was that too. I listened to it on the plane, and I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was entertaining and informative, and obviously just interesting to hear, the all the stories that he was sharing.
And he's just a very great speaker.
Yeah, he speaks really well, so it's good. I really liked it. We have a shout out from Alex. I want to give a shout out to
I have one bone to pick.
What?
Patrick O'Shaughnessy's in tech.
Okay.
So he's around a lot of Indians.
Yeah.
Call him Neil Mehta.
Yeah. Because he thought maybe he was coming from Meta.
Like, come on, dude. You know Indian names. That's not a hard name to pronounce properly.
Yeah. That's a good call out. From Alex. I want to give a shout out to my homie Kishan Patel. I've known him since college, and he got married last July. Just wanted to send you a congrats, being a great friend and always putting me on dope artists and fashion. Keep doing you, buddy. You want to give him a shout out from last July? He got married last July. Now you're giving a shout out?
Maybe you just started listening.
Who? Kishan or Alex?
Who knows?
Yeah. This shout out seems late, Alex. That's
Yeah.
all I got.
That's all you got.
Frisco, Texas Indians. If you're afraid of leaving the country because of legal reasons, you should go visit Frisco, Texas. It's like going to India. You should. Our cousins.
It's not third world.
What?
Like clean streets.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, if our cousins don't feel good about going to India, they should just go to Frisco.
Oh, the last thing I wanted to bring up on the autism thing, because we have a very close friend who's a doctor in the field of autistic kids, but she's a green card holder.
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't speak up. I'll get fucking shipped out.
What would she speak out against?
Just whatever policy that they're going to potentially implement. So I'm telling you, the fear is real.
No, I believe the fear. I don't think anything would happen to her, though.
Yeah.
You have, it's not against the law in America to speak out against.
Rubio said so.
Well, I'm not trusting Rubio, but I think if you...
He said, you come to America for college education, shut the fuck up and get your education and do whatever you want. He pretty much said that.
Well, he's saying you can do whatever you want. He's just telling you shut the fuck up.
I'm just telling you, people are scared.
I believe you. I believe you. People are scared.
And these are like high professionals.
Yeah.
Not like a labor worker.
Yeah. He said he's protecting the farmers.
Yeah. We need that labor.
Yeah.
Steve Cohen said it. Yeah. Because we need that labor.
I agree. I think everything's going to be fine. I'm always an optimist, no matter what. All right. Have a great weekend. And
see you Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah.